welcome to Starside Cafe. We are doing, I guess we can call this a blind spotting.
Yeah, it kind of is.
We haven't done one of those in a long time, but
That's how we got started.
Yeah, time we get back to it. So we're looking at No Man's Sky because I've been playing a lot of it. I'm trying to get you to play it. I'm just gonna show you in the new game. So this is the options you have. You can start a normal save, which is what I have done. There is a survival mode, a permadeath mode, and a creative mode that sort of like, there's no, like nothing costs anything, there's no damage, no limits. You can basically buy whatever you want and build whatever you want. So this is like, if you don't really care about like the resource gathering and like the money making aspects of it, and you just want to like find a paradise planet and build like an enormous base, this is probably the mode you want to use. There is also the community expedition, which is it's like a fun little, it's sort of seasonal content, even though they don't like charge for it. Like they don't charge for DLC, or then there's no like actual seasonal content, but this is sort of the I guess the closest thing that you see. There's 3 weeks left in this, but this would start you out on a freighter, and because the current expedition is all about freighters. I completed it already. It was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it. I do have my community expedition save. I think that will eventually turn into a normal save, and I could continue on with that playthrough if I wanted to, but I'm just gonna keep playing my main save. The like cosmetic stuff that you can unlock from completing the expedition, you can claim on your normal save as well.
Oh, nice.
So you do get some like fun little like cosmetic rewards from that, and you can use them on your main save. So like my character, once it finishes loading in, the cape I have is a reward from the community expedition.
You look like a hunter.
I do. I look like a hunter from Destiny. I recently got this like hooded like mask thing. So I've customized my character that way. But yeah, this is my freighter. So I am working on building up my freighter, but I do also want to like get a new freighter. My freighter is not very good. It's a C class.
C class. Whoa.
Because I was just returning to No Man's Sky for the very first time since launch, and I had no idea that there was a way to game the system and get yourself like an A or S class freighter for free. And so I just accepted whatever the first one was I found. So I put nothing in the inventory or cargo because I do eventually want to buy a new one. But yeah,
You do seem to have a lot of money. You have over 500,000.
I do.
credits.
So you can see I have a lot of cobalt, and that's my scheme, is going from system to system, crashing their economies and making a lot of money for it. I do have the beginnings of a Gravitino ball farm as well. So these usually sell for a good amount, and eventually I will make more of these. I believe your base does carry over to a new freighter if you buy one, so I shouldn't have to rebuild all of this, but I've got some refiners so I can throw some resources in here and refine some stuff. And then I've got like a bunch of storage containers, which I can make some more. I probably should do that. I only have a few of them, but if I wanted to like build another one, I could go ahead and make yet another storage container. And now when I go into my freighter, I've got all of these storage containers. And because I built the matter beam, you can basically, you don't have to be close to your freighter to like start stashing stuff on it. So if I was down on the planet like gathering resources and stuff, I could easily stash stuff on the freighter. And this is telling me that my frigates are done with their previous mission, so I should get some rewards from that. I can show you the fleet. So these are my frigates. They're out there hovering around.
How do you get a frigate? Do you just buy them, or do they come and ask to join your fleet?
You will encounter them as you're just like out in space. When you go to a new system, you'll like see if like some freighters and some cargo pods, and there'll be like some freighters there. And if you fly close to them, they'll like hail you, and you can answer the call, and they'll be like, "Hey, we're looking for a fleet to join. Would you like to purchase our services?" Basically, and so you can buy them, and they do level up over time. I don't think I bought any S tier frigates. I think they have just over time built up. So yeah, and you can have like a bunch more than that as well.
In that previous screen, I saw what I believe to be 3 different currencies. There were credits, nanites, and then something called Quicksilver.
Yeah, so there's units, nanites, and quicksilver. Units is like sort of the basic form of currency that, like, if I go back to my trade terminal back here, I would, if I sold stuff or bought stuff from here, like different resources, that's for units. So like if I needed oxygen for something, I could come in here and buy like a 405 oxygen for 18,000
You need it to breathe.
units. You do. So if you wanted that, you could do it that way. Nanites is like a resource that you use to buy blueprints. I don't think I can buy blueprints from anyone on my frigate unless this guy wants to sell me some blueprints.
Guy wants to sell you a gun.
He does want to give me a multi-tool. Praise its power. Okay, well that was a pointless interaction. Thank you. So if you go to like a space station, you can buy some blueprints so that you could like start crafting stuff. So you can see here, like I can install a technology or craft a product. Those install technologies you like buy with nanites. And so like I have like shield upgrades for my ship and like launch thruster upgrades, and I use the infraknife as my main weapon on my ship, and so I have a bunch of upgrades for that. And so basically anytime I stop in a space station, I'll see if they have any S tier infraknife upgrades. And then the other one, the Quicksilver, there's something, I guess I can show it to you, but there's these missions that you can get to from the Nexus, which is I guess it's the anomaly, but they call them Nexus missions, where there's special missions. I guess I can, maybe I'll show you my ships first. So this is the ship I've been using because it's a fighter. It's not a like especially good looking ship, but it had a lot of storage capacity, which is why I liked it.
It's an S-class.
It is an S-class. It's a fighter, so it has like a high damage potential, and it's very like maneuverable. But you'll see like some of the other ships I have don't have as much like storage space. So I do have this exotic that I found.
Ooh, it's a ball.
It's a ball, and these like wings do like flip down. So like if I get into
it's like the ship from Cowboy Bebop, kind of.
Yeah, so you can see there's not as much like storage space on this one. There would be more if I like filled in these, but I have to get like ship parts for that. This is my solar ship that like these sort of arms will like extend out and like solar sails extend. So it looks like
yeah,
this.
I've seen this one. You showed me this one before.
Yeah, so you can see like I have maybe too much tech installed on this one, but not very much cargo space. And then everybody starts out with the Radiant Pillar, which is a fighter, but it's like a C class ship. You can upgrade it, but it costs a lot of nanites to do that.
Is C class the lowest, or is there a D?
C class is the lowest, and then it goes up to S class or S tier. But I've just been sticking with this one because I like some of the upgrades they have for it, and it has a lot of storage space. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's up here. So you see these freighters coming in to the system. And anyone that has like that green like little units in it, so I can recruit that frigate if I wanted to. So that's how you would get those. But I'm just gonna head to these. Oh wait, I didn't want to go to the space station, did I? I wanted to show you the anomaly, which is sort of like the tower in Destiny. It's sort of the social hub, plus there's like missions that you can do to earn that Quicksilver that we were just talking about, that third currency. And the expedition will get you Quicksilver as well, that special sort of game mode that's only around for a little while.
What can you spend that on?
I will show you that as well. So in here, if I go up to the Nexus up here, normally there are players in here. I'm not sure what's going on today. There are no players running around, which is very strange. But you go in here, so there are always these special missions that you can do that'll earn you, like I'll earn some launch fuel and I'll earn 250 Quicksilver. On weekends, there is a special one that you can do that will give you, like, I think it's 1200 Quicksilver. And I think you can just rerun this like over and over again if you want to get like a whole bunch of Quicksilver. And actually this would be a good one to do because you're digging up ancient bones, and ancient bones sell for a lot of money. So if you wanted to just like run this one over and over again, you would rack up not only a lot of money from selling the bones, but you would also get a bunch of Quicksilver. But you can see I can get some units and some nanites as well from some of these missions. And then over here, you talk to this guy.
I like this guy.
And you can buy items with your Quicksilver. So there's like some base building parts, like if you wanted some decorations, or there's like gestures and appearances. So if you wanted like a different color freighter trail, or like your starship exhaust, and these are like little adornments that you put inside your ship. So if you're in first person mode while you're flying around, you would see like this little bobblehead guy there on your dash.
Very cool.
And there's like the jetpack exhaust overrides. And then like different helmets that you can get. Like some of these are like characters that you'll see here in the Nexus, so you can basically dress like them. And yeah, different armor pieces that you can get. So there's some cool looking helmets that you can wear. But yeah, you get that by running those Nexus missions, or the expedition is how you would store those up. And then back here, so when you first start the game, you won't have like all of this like cargo space. You have to unlock all of this. I just finished unlocking all of my cargo space like the other day. So it does take a while, and it does cost a lot. So in every system you go to the space station and you go to the Nexus, and you come back here and you can buy an exosuit upgrade. It's not gonna let me because I'm already full, but this guy will also sell you like some of those blueprints that we were talking about, so you can buy.
Look at this guy's tongue.
He does have a tongue, yeah. So you can see this is what I would spend my nanites on if I wanted like some more blueprints for stuff. And they have those for like the multi-tools. And this is like where I would come. You spend a different resource on this, but there's like, if you want to, crafting stuff, or I believe there's also like the different materials that I would use for like base building as well that you can unlock.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of stuff like that. You'll have to come in here for some missions as well. Like there are characters that you'll have to interact with for some of the like the main story. So I have like my quest log in here. So I have like the Atlas path. This is sort of the main missions in here, and then I have like my secondary missions. So you can like there's missions built around like base building and all of that. And actually, a handy thing I realized just the other day is you can come into your catalog that has like a list of everything in the game, and I needed to find this gamma root thing. And if you come in here and you click A to locate it, the next time I go to like it'll actually put a little mission down here to find it, so it'll help me find it. So when I go out into space and I bring up the star map to warp to a new system, it'll actually show me where I can find it. So I go to the galaxy map and it will somewhere on here it will show me where it is. I think maybe I already found it and I have like warped a long ways away from it. But there was one recently where I was able to find it, and it'll just like it'll be listed among the thing. Maybe it's on the system I'm currently in, and maybe that's why, but it'll give you a little icon and tell you how to find it, and so you can go grab some of that resource if you need it. But yeah, I don't know what else to show you. What do you want to know about No Man's Sky?
I guess if you could land on a planet, I love to look at the transition, because I've been watching videos of this, and I love to look at the transition of being in space and then going to a planet, because it seems very seamless every time.
Let's go to one that does not have high sentinel activity. I am in the second galaxy as well. You start out in the Euclid galaxy, and you can eventually go to other galaxies. There are multiple galaxies in the game that you can go explore. But yeah, you just fly down, you land your ship, and you hop out, and now you're exploring a planet. And you have... I almost wish there was a little bit of a map that you could pull up, but there's not. There is just whatever you have in front of you. And so you can pull up your little scanner, and I can scan all the animals. And I just got 148,000 units for scanning these. Because I have a bunch of scanner upgrades. That one was worth 237,000. So it's also a pretty good way to make units. And now, if I go into my discoveries, I can actually see these creatures. And if I wanted to, I can rename them to whatever I want. And I can upload them as well. And I get a little bit of nanites every time I do that. So that's how you earn this resource, this nanites resource. And you can see here, if I find all the animals on the planet, I complete this little like mini objective, and I get 2,000 nanites.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Incentivizes looking around.
Yeah, exactly. So it incentivizes exploration. These you'll find like little waypoints around the planet that you can also discover for nanites. So you can see we're on this planet, but like there's all these planets I could explore, and there's planets from different systems I've been in. And yeah, so it's always worth coming in here and scanning, and of course you can build a base as well. I don't know why my screen is shaking, but it is.
Yeah, it feels ominous. Is there a big worm, perhaps?
There are big worms in the game. I was wondering if I would see one on this planet, but I didn't see one, so maybe not. But yeah, this is how you would find, so like there's an unknown building over here I could go to. These are the knowledge stones, or how you like learn words. So I I think we were not recording at the time, but you can talk to people in like the space stations and learn their language.
Mhm.
I think that goes into milestones. So like you can see you're standing with the Gek and
Oh, you're
like,
best friends with the Gek.
yeah, I've done some favors for them, I guess. And then you're learning their words at the same time. Same with the Viking and the Korvax, and then you have these different guilds that you can also do missions for. There are also like outlaw stations, so there's like basically pirate outposts and pirate systems that you can go to. And you can do missions for them as well. There is, so you do have to be careful about that. This will give me a boost, this little blue planet, or blue plant, if I want to like get a boost for my jetpack. And then there's a little trick that's worth doing, that is the old melee jump, where you have to be running and then you do a melee and you jump at the same time, and it gives you like leap forward as opposed to just doing the slow jetpack. So that's a little trick you want to know.
What are you meleeing? Like, are there sometimes enemies on this? I guess you said there was a sentinel planet, right? What are sentinels?
So sentinels are these like robots that basically patrol areas. I mean, this is not going to be a good place to show that off because I went to a planet that didn't have them, so I didn't have to deal with them. But that other planet actually had like aggressive sentinels, and they will, if it lists them as aggressive, they will just like, if they see you, they will come over and scan you and immediately start attacking you. The high activity ones, just, they're all over the place, so you have to watch out for them, but as long as they don't catch you like mining resources, they will leave you alone. I'm gonna save and chart this area. Now actually what I found here would be very good if you were new, because this is an exosuit upgrade. But
you already have all the upgrades.
I already have them all, and so you would just have to repair the critical damage here, and then it would give you like a new exosuit slot. I don't think I can get any more. I keep wondering if maybe it'll let me expand my technology, but I don't know that does that. So I can identify all of these plants. And I guess if you like ran out of something, you could attack them for some carbon, but
unshit.
Yeah, normally you would just, shoot them with your mining laser, but yeah. Oh yeah, and you can, so you got all your base building stuff, so you would just drop a base computer if you wanted to start building a base here. And yeah, you could start building up a base. I mean, I haven't done too much of that. The bases I've built in this game have been basically just shacks that I have thrown some like tech stuff into.
It's a very beautiful game.
It is. Have some like visual upgrades, I feel like. And you can also like summon your ship. So if I wanted to put my ship here, even though it's already over there, maybe I can summon another one. Let me summon.
But you don't have to, like, so if you summon another one, the other ship you're gonna leave on here it'll come back to you, right?
Yeah. So there's my exotic ship.
Whoa.
And my other one, I think, is still over there. Yeah, it's still over there. So I can put them all here if I wanted to. Just to have a look at them. And the other thing you can do is you can have pets. So this is a creature. Here's a big old creature I found on some planet. And you can
feeling alert.
He's feeling very alert. I'm gonna pat him, and now he's enjoying the attention. You can customize their appearance, or you can just ride them around.
Whoa. Are you controlling where it goes?
He's kind of walking around on his own, but you can sort of influence the direction he's going.
That's very cool. Whoa, he's getting going.
Yeah, you can make him go faster. So if you wanted to explore this way instead, you can also get flying ones. Whoops. Let's get... I have a, like, flying bug guy.
Oh, there he goes.
No, you're too fast. Okay. And so now we can fly around.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I explored a planet by just riding around this guy quite a bit. And you can like give them commands, like you could point to something and I guess they would go over there, or you can feed them creature pellets and there's also a command to tell them to like come over here if they have like, you know, wandered away. But yeah, that's very fun. And the same thing with the ships. If I just like leave him there, he'll be okay. I will be able to summon him again later.
Can you summon him in your freighter?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know.
He's going crazy.
Let's fly back to... I know you can summon them on the Nexus, because I have done that before. But I have never actually tried summoning them on my freighter. And actually, a soundtrack that it really fits like this game really well is the Cloudpunk soundtrack. Have you ever played Cloudpunk?
That's that one where you're like a taxi, right?
Yeah.
A flying taxi, like in Fifth Element.
Yeah. So I was playing, or not playing. I was playing this game, and I was listening to that soundtrack. I was like, this actually fits really, really well. Every now and then you'll get one of these traveling merchants.
Oh, friend, so happy.
Can I buy his ship? Offer to repair. Okay. Oh, I got some standing. Oh, you can see my fleet because I still have not sent them on a mission yet. Oh, I've actually thought about naming this ship the Red Dwarf because
you should. It's red, yeah. It matches.
One, because it's red, but also like the Red Dwarf is like this big, ugly like mining ship. It's not like a cool looking like Star Destroyer freighter. Yeah. So it would be very fitting to name this Red Dwarf. I just need like a green explorer ship to call Starboat. Yeah, I'm gonna debrief these guys, and so you see I got some units, I got some stuff I can sell. They discovered a bunch of species. I wonder if I get nanites for that.
So is this in-game time? Like, I assume that an exposition or whatever takes a while. Can you send them out on an exposition and then like be done for the day, log out, and then come back tomorrow? Or do you have to be logged in for time to be ticking down on that?
No, so these guys actually completed the mission when I was offline. So basically, like, it'll take them... Some of them are short, like an hour long, and others can be like 15 hours long. Like, but you don't have to be logged in and playing the whole time for them to complete. So that's nice. If you want to send them on some of the longer ones, you do end up getting quite a bit of stuff for it. You just have to be careful about like which mission you choose to send them on. So I'm gonna talk to my navigator.
Can you name your navigator, or it's always his name's always going to be Finn's Hubba?
I think it's always going to be Finn's Hubba, unfortunately. What would you name?
Not a bad name. Well, I don't know. You could name him like Rimmer or something.
That's true. I could do that. Let's see. So this one would be 5 hours. This one would be 20 hours. So they're all like relatively long. I don't know if we can pull this off. So the thing you have to worry about with these is like this one's a sort of a trade one, so I'm gonna maybe pick the ones that have like high trade. And you can assign 5 for each one. I don't know if it's a bad idea to pick all my best ones to go for this one thing, but I'm gonna try it because there we go. Fleet rating. So the trick I have heard is to avoid like having your missions kind of be cut short by like your freighters or your frigates suffering like fatal damage or whatever, and you needing to recall them, which is something that started happening to me a lot, and I didn't understand why at first, and then I realized, it was because there's like a difficulty rating and there's like a fleet rating before you send it, and if it's not at the very least the same as the difficulty rating, you're probably going to fail that. And in most cases you want it to be above that, right? Or to at least have like multiple ships. Like if I only sent 1 3-star ship along with this, it would maybe still fail. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then let's see, what's another good one to do? I'm gonna do the combat one, maybe. Oh, maybe not.
You don't have any combat ships.
Yeah, I don't have any. So that would be another thing. So if you want to go like shop for some frigates, you might look for, okay, I need some combat ones, or like some industrial ones. I wasn't paying attention when I looked at that to see. Okay, we do have some guys who can get the job done with this. I'm just gonna assign all these guys, and it's 1 star better, so it should probably be okay. You can get these like upgrades. I don't have any. You have to unlock
mind control device.
Yeah. So these are like little consumables that last for like 1 expedition, but they'll like give your frigates an upgrade during the mission to make them more likely to succeed, but also maybe to get better resources. I'm not quite sure how that works. But we've sent them all on their way, and then you can buy like additional things. So these were those consumables that I need to unlock so that I can craft them and use them when I send them on. But you do have to have salvage frigate modules, which are not super easy to come by. If you get into this and you get a frigate, you want to prioritize the matter beam, which is that thing that allows me to transport items. So I can go in here and say I wanted to move this antimatter housing to my freighter. I could do that, like even if I was on some planet in another system, basically, as opposed to not being able to do that. But let's see. You can customize your appearance. I don't have any of that stuff unlocked yet. Whoa. Because it costs
it all costs nanites.
Yeah, you have to use nanites to buy them. My expedition save, I had unlocked a few of them, which is another reason. Like there was a bunch of stuff in the expedition save that I unlocked that I kind of wish I had on this save, but I unfortunately do not. But yeah. What else can I tell you?
I mean, it seems very cool. I'm interested in it. I'm
gonna change.
The systems seem so like deep. It seems like there's 1,000 things you could be doing at any given time.
There is
working towards.
Yeah, I've seen like a bunch of people who do these really long streams of themselves just working on like base building on their frigate, building out these really elaborate frigates. I got Windows recently.
Oh yeah, because you were telling me that you can like make outdoor areas, right?
Yeah. So if I go back there, I don't have them unlocked yet. Again, I need more of those frigate modules. But you'll be able to get these like exterior catwalks.
Very cool.
And exterior platforms and stairs, so you can make like another level, or go outside, which is pretty cool. I want to make some of these like glass corridors as well. That would be cool. But yeah, I don't know. I really like this game a lot. And like I said, you can warp in your freighter as well. So like if you wanted to, oh, there are more. Oh, I'm gonna have to like I'm hunting for frigates right now, and I see 2 frigates in nearby systems. So I might have to jump out and go into my ship and see if I can get them. But like you could jump to a new system. Oh hey, and now it's showing me that plant that I just highlighted in my consumable is right there. So if I needed that plant, I could know, okay, I can go to this system and get that plant. If I needed it for crafting or of some sort. But yeah, very cool stuff. I really enjoy this game. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to do. Like I just showed you.
Yeah, how's the tutorial systems? Like, does it help you and like hold your hand a little bit, or did you have to go on YouTube and figure it out for yourself?
It does. There's so much to learn that like it does get you started pretty well. But there is like little tips and tricks, like going into your catalog and highlighting a resource that you want. I didn't learn that through the tutorial. I learned that by watching somebody on YouTube. Same with like the economy crashing. That's like No Man's Sky 101 stuff that you learn by watching basically any No Man's Sky YouTuber will explain how to do that for you. So it's stuff like that you're not going to learn everything from playing through the tutorial. I actually learned a lot about like the freighters and building the freighter and sort of using it as basically my Starship Enterprise to like warp from system to system, and then just using my ship as like a shuttle whenever I needed to go down to a planet or something like that. And I learned a lot about that, and that's what made me really want to get a better freighter and basically use the freighter and sort of play it that way.
That's, I think, how I would play it as well. It seems very cool to have like a mobile base.
Yeah, it's much cooler, I think, than like base building on a planet.
Because then you're kind of anchored to that planet forever.
You are and you're not, because you can always like teleport back there very easily. I'm wondering where. Oh, there they are. I was gonna say another thing I do a lot. Another tip I learned from like watching YouTubers as opposed to from like a tutorial is that a good way to gather some resources that you can use to sell to make money is to go to these like freighters that you see out here, and you can see their cargo. And this is how you would an easy way to find some of those freighter salvage modules to like unlock some more stuff. But if you shoot these pods, you'll lose standing with like whatever faction happens to be like in charge of this system. Whereas if I were to shoot these pods attached to the freighter, they won't care. It'll be totally fine. So I can do that to my heart's content. I don't see any. So this guy's hailing me. So this would be how I would get another frigate. Yeah. Inspect your frigate. So this is a C, and it's a trade one. Not a very good one.
Dump this guy.
But if this were a combat one, and it were like, I don't know, A tier or something like that, I would consider
I like that one of its attributes was that it had a lazy crew.
Yeah, they give you like some fun little things. So I actually didn't show you. Maybe I can show you by attacking one of these guys. I could buy this freighter. If it has like the little freighter icon there, I could go in there and buy this one, but this one's gonna not be very good, so I'm not gonna do But say I wanted this ion capacitor, I could just shoot it, and then everything goes crazy because they send enemies after me. But you see I'm not losing standing, so this is like the good way to be a pirate. And then my fleet actually joins up with me. So I've got 3 ships sort of flanking me. Those are my guys. So they will actually help me. And then if I want to get away from this, actually I could show you. So ship combat is a thing that I think you and I normally aren't too big a fan of.
Yes.
But you can see how I've got like that red arrow. So it's sort of auto-targeting. If I hit one button, it's going to do all the flying for me. So
Nice.
it just auto-targeted. Now all I have to do is hit one button to shoot him. And there we go.
That's great.
It's over. So that's how easy ship battles is. And it actually makes it surprisingly fun. I don't mind ship-to-ship combat in No Man's Sky because all I had to do was hit that one button and it just did all the hard work for me and I didn't have to worry about any of it. But they will send like another wave after you, so if you want to like get away from them, you just kind of fly away for a little while. It won't let me pulse right now because they are coming after me, but it will give me the all clear here in a second. And there we go, we're free. Home free.
Nice. They've totally forgotten you.
They have totally forgotten me. I could even go back and land on that freighter and tell them I wanted to buy it. That's how much they have forgotten.
Wow.
Everything.
Space is a big place.
It is a big place. Who's to say who that was? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you my my fleet, the ships I have flanking me whenever I get into ship combat. So if I go back in here,
you can really just like slam into that.
Yeah, that blue light catches you and it sucks you in, and you don't have to really worry about it. It would be a little bit of a nightmare trying to fly directly back in there, so I'm glad that it has that. But there are also living ships and living frigates that you can get in this game that make me think of Farscape, which is another sci-fi series I love. So I got my squadron here, is what I was saying. I haven't unlocked the 4th one yet because it costs like 10,000 nanites, but if you unlock these, you can go to either like randomly they will land in your freighter, or you can go to the space station and you can hire these guys. So this guy is an S-rank pilot. He does have an explorer. It would be better if he had a fighter, but he was a good pilot, so I was like, why not? I don't know what's going on with my controller. Okay. I realize now that non-existent recklessness is maybe not a good thing. So I could dismiss this guy. This guy also notes always fires left. But he does have excellent marksmanship. He only has above average intelligence though. Whereas this guy's very intelligent. So I do want to...
There's so many systems in this game.
Yeah, there are. There's kind of a lot to it, which is why I say there's a lot to learn, but there's also a lot of different things to like keep you busy. We always talk about how you like Minecraft a lot.
Yes.
And you like harvesting resources and just building stuff and just kind of having the freedom to like have a relaxing time just building stuff. There's totally a version of that game here, but it's in space. And you can explore an entire galaxy and do all kinds of things. And you can look like a hunter doing it.
Well, yeah, thank you for showing me your fleet.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, I guess leave them in the comments. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.